Hey guys, it's just me today. Welcome back to the free skate. Just kidding, Jesse's right here.
You guys, how's it been? It's been such a long off season.
It's okay, I was just about to say something and he already interrupted. It's our first video in our first 4 seconds.
So that's about right. You guys, I hurt my Achilles this off season. I'm still recovering. My heel hurts. My Achilles hurts.
And I hurt my hip flexor skating. It's just, we're just old people.
I know, my deltoid hurts. Oh,
my goal is to do adult worlds. I mean, it still is kind of, but if I was doing a catch spin in my camel and I just wrecked it.
So we are really late on doing this video, but that's because we had things to do, and I was kind of like, should we do it? And then Ryan's like, let's just get it done and get that, I guess this little event in, because I know you guys probably want to hear from us.
But actually, I'm super excited to be back doing this because it's awesome and we get some good feedback from you guys, and we love reading your comments, so comment below, hit the like button and that bell so you get notified when we have new videos. And
share it, because
please share. Sharing is caring, you guys.
Okay, so let's get into it, and let's get into the little bits that we want to get into here.
Okay, so Skate America was in Las Vegas. I actually would have loved to be there. That would have been super fun to go to. Are you kidding me? We could have seen like strippers and gamble after figure skating. What's better than that?
Me?
Well, he could have been a stripper too, so. So, anyways. Speaking of stripping, can Nathan Chen just take off that stupid shirt in his long program?
Oh my gosh, it was like when we were watching for the first time, I'm like, that looks like my Baba's.
And I'm pretty sure I think he changed it. I think that's a new shirt, unless he didn't change it. I don't know. I remember the other one being similar, but like more floral than this one. This one was like kind of deeper colors, but I don't know, maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe this is the same one, but all I thought it was like curtains in a trailer or something like that. I was like, what is he wearing? But
he made it look damn good because he skated friggin' pretty damn good.
The costume aside, wow, he's going to be so hard to beat this year. His choreography in that program is ridiculous. I don't know anyone else who could manage to put actual hip hop and hip hop moves on.
Yeah, to be honest, it was pretty good. Mm-hmm. And you guys know I'm a Pooh Bear.
Well, my only beef with... I don't really have a lot of beef with this competition, to be honest with you. I thought it was pretty well judged. The only judging issues that I had was their GOEs. The judges' GOEs, I don't know where they're getting their GOEs from. I thought there were stipulations on GOEs. Like, if you land a jump, or you don't land a jump, and you turn out of the jump, you're not supposed to get a positive GOE. I'm pretty sure in the actual International Skating Union rules, it says that a turnout is mandatory -2 to -4 or something like that.
So, like, what happened?
So, Chen in his short program and Aliev in his short program, they both had very, very, very similar turnouts. Nathan Chen on his quad lutz had a turnout, and he still got a positive 0.91 on his GOE. His GOEs are as follows: 0, 0, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 0, and -1 from the last judge, which is the French judge. The American judge is the 4th judge, and the American judge gave Nathan a +1.
Oh, I thought so.
Okay. Aliev's turnout on his quad toe loop got a -0.14. His GOEs are 0, -1, 2, -1, 1, 0, 1, -2, -1. The American judge gave him a -1. So how are you giving somebody a -1 for the exact same turnout as the other guy got with a +1?
It's like we talked about last year, though. I feel that it's always going to become this because it's this type of sport. For athletes that already have their bars up here, they're always going to get favored a little more. I know it doesn't mean it's right, but it is what happens always.
I know.
They'll always get the better mark, the better. Even if like the jumps are the same, they're always going to give that little extra to them. They do more. And their programs are harder. Everything about what they do is why they're this. And unfortunately, it's here. So when he does that screw up, it doesn't make sense, but it makes sense to the point of this sport.
It doesn't make
That's
sense
how they do it.
because there's stipulations in
Right,
the
and it
judging
should
protocol.
be that way, but it's never been that way.
PCS is a different story because PCS is more subjective. This is a pretty, like it says in the rules, it must be this, and
Right.
no one. I'm not even just picking on the American judge. Like nobody judged it properly. The ones who gave Aliev a minus probably judged it correctly. However, they didn't give Nathan Chen a minus. No one gave Nathan Chen a minus for this. The Russian judge, which I first looked, I'm like, oh, they gave Aliev a positive 2 GOE on the turnout. I'm like, well, they gave Chen a positive 2 as well. So, I mean, there's no favoritism there, but why are you giving people positive
So
GOEs? I just don't agree with that. I think that's ridiculous. I think there should be a little committee that reviews scores and performances after the fact, especially for not necessarily PCS, but for the technical components, and they, I think, need to pull judges aside or reprimand them or something for not judging properly.
So to end that part, let's hear what you guys have to say about the whole judging and the scoring that you felt on the technical stuff. Let us know what you think. That was our opinion. What's yours? Now on to the competition. For the Russian, the little young one, I mean, listen, okay, so I'm not going to take any away. Her jumping is amazing. And I felt like this whole competition, though, I felt very uninspired by people's programs, PCS-wise, just due to the fact that I felt they're so basic and just like meh. Like I was waiting to be like, wow, this is great. And I thought Brady Tennell was the only one that actually, I was like, that's good. Like it actually sucked me. And at least I was watching, I was like, this is something.
I agree,
but
he's had the best skate.
The little young Russian, unfortunately, her program is so boring.
Yeah.
Like, boring. She doesn't do much. Great jumper, amazing. She's young, so she's got time to, But I feel like we've seen this out of the Russian so many times. It's always 2 years in, and then the next one's out. So, I mean, like, is she going to even really grow as a skater? Are we going to see that? I still feel, though, but I mean, you know what? Zykatova is still in there, and I feel like she has grown as a skater. And, of course, Medvedeva. So for the Russian, for me, amazing jumper, but program, meh. Kari Sakamoto, again, unfortunately, I'm not sucked in by that performance. I don't get sucked in by just skating around fast and doing turnouts or flailing with your hands or your arms going out and turning your body. There was so much of that in this whole competition from the women's side.
I was a little put up by Kari Sakamoto's as well. She looks much faster and much stronger this year. I actually thought she was very powerful, but it kind of ended there.
And she's very mature looking. I like that.
She
doesn't look like young, so those parts are good, but
I just feel like she was missing a lot.
That program's got to get better.
And I'm not really even sure what she was portraying. Like I got like some sort of like spy James Bond sort of theme going.
Yeah, so did I actually.
But I don't really.
It felt very like they were on the plane.
Yeah, but I don't know. It just didn't hit me. I wasn't like, oh my god, this is really cool to watch. I was just like, I wasn't really thrilled. Anna Sherbakova, what did you think her PCS should be?
Well, I thought it was close. I just feel that, I don't know, it's hard to say like what it should be.
The judges gave her 67.9.
Right, and I feel like it's more like a 65. Like, it's pretty bland, you guys. I mean, what is she doing out there that's really changing the game? That's sucking us in and going, you know what, that's an amazing
She
skater.
did get over 9 in a few fields.
Oh my gosh. Well, then I hope freaking everyone else is going to get like 80, because that's what it's going to come down to. Because you could tell that, okay, so, and how do I say the other Russian?
Talk to Masheva.
Again, program boring, nothing in there. Like, she just does this and that. And like last year, remember I harped on that last year? Same thing. But she did actually not get a great PCS, so I agree with that. But what did the young Russian really do more than her? Like, I just felt like her extending her leg, about every single figure skater does that. You gotta do things that
I feel like Anna has deeper knees, and I feel like she takes the edges more, and I feel like she finishes with where Eliza, I feel she just kind of like dipsy doodles along and is like da 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 da, and it's not really, and which is too bad because Liza's programs are really fun. I think if she really took into
they're fun because they're
performing-
upbeat, and she actually does very good facial expressions.
She does, yeah.
She does her hands just like that's good, but it's unfortunate the skating part we're talking about.
I agree.
Literally the skating technique, the skating
No, you're
skill.
right. Well, you're right.
I
That's
just
the technique
didn't
of
love.
skating.
I don't love that they don't do much like 1 foot or like edge work or just things that are unique. to a skater. Like when you watch a Hanu, a Medvedeva, a Nathan Chen, a Jason Brown, there are stuff that you watch them and you're like, that's them. Like they own their craft and they do things that others just can't simply do. And that's why they draw us in and why we look at them as greats and why we look at them as like legendary or wow, they're always number one or number two or top three in the world because they have that special skill that others unfortunately don't. But some people are great at jumping, like this young Russian, great jumper, but I mean, that's all there was for me.
I feel like everyone can have the skill to be a great skater, but it's the amount of work you put
And
in.
why can we jump well? If you notice, like, she doesn't do much going into jumps. When we skate around and we just go for a jump, well, anyone can do that. That's why last year I got mad at that Hanu Nathan thing. Nathan's skating around just doing a jump. Hanu's skating around doing different things, coming in and out of a jump out of nowhere. How can the GO even be close to situations like that? So this is what I am looking for this year. This is what I will be harping about and really looking at. Programs. Do you suck me in? Does the music fit you? Can you do what the rhythm is doing? What the music is, calling
I know,
for?
isn't that the worst thing is when you see somebody skate and they're just, like, you're like, why did you put this music on? Like, it's like that Candyman with the Russian Bears team. And you're like, what are you doing? Like, who chose that?
There's one that I have to talk about. But, okay, so for the one, and actually, guys, I don't know if you see Malat. What's her first name?
Veronique Mallet.
Yeah. Oh, God, I wasn't close. That was the English way. I thought, I loved her. I think she skated, beautiful. And she actually sucked me in for, I was like, oh, right? But, obviously her technical is not there. We know that.
She just
doesn't
doesn't have it. And you know what? Her skating is very basic, too.
Yeah. But I kind of like.
You know what though? It was nice.
Yeah,
it
felt
was nice.
elegant.
It felt easy. It felt nice. It wasn't overbearing.
Hey, so you guys, after I just give shit to the best skaters, all of a sudden she has a base skater.
No.
I love it.
But she had the marks reflecting that.
Right, it's true.
She's
that
getting
is true.
when you're getting 6.75 for skating and stuff like that. And that's fair. She does deserve that.
And I'm not saying that
but it was just nice.
As I told you, what I felt was that you could tell that these were good skaters at Skate America, but the tops, you can clearly tell, was not here.
Yeah.
Meaning the women.
Well, Anna Shcherbakova is going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, because her technical is going to hurt people.
You guys, she got 18.58 points on her opening combo, quad lutz, triple toe, positive 2.88.
Amazing.
Are you serious? And her second jump, she had 11.50 and a 3.91 GOE. I was like, what? That was for quad lutz.
To be honest though, Ryan, I watched that jump and I was like, you guys, seriously, that was better than some men's.
Oh, absolutely.
She was so fluent on it. I was like, whoop.
She was spot on with it.
I was like,
she deserved every mark with it.
I was like, some men can actually just go to her and be like, I would like a tip.
By the way, her score would have put her 6th among the men in this competition.
Unreal. So let's quickly get to the men's side now. Can you tell me the top 5 that were in there?
No.
So we had Jason Brown. No, but we had Jason Brown, Nathan
So obviously
Chen.
Nathan Chen won. Jason Brown had a very, very well done free program, which put him into 2nd.
I know I always do that, with him, but I'm going to be honest this year. I think his skating, I don't know if there's better. Okay, you guys know I'm Hanu's, number 1 here, but I don't even know if Hanu can skate as good as Brown. Brown is so, wow, that guy, does everything to a friggin' T. I mean, I just feel Hanu has more character and more, the it factor, but, the skate, if I just look at skating, wow, Jason Brown is, there's not much that can beat him.
To me, Jason Brown and Patrick Chen are very on par with their skating skills together. It's like they are very...
He might not do as much, let's be honest, edge work and the things that Hanu can excel at, but his skating...
He does a lot. He does a lot.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I don't know. I'm trying to make a case here because of why they're not, Hanu still beats him, but I just think Hanu has that it factor thing. But anyways, irregardless...
Hanu has the 4 quads.
Brown should be really proud of himself. He did really good in this event for himself, and great skater. I couldn't complain. I thought his program was good. It fit what he did.
Yeah.
It's pretty typical of him though, that
Oh, yeah.
program of him. He's been doing that for a while. So like I said last year with
He's
Keegan
sticking to what he
Messing.
excels
But
at.
like I said with Keegan Messing last year, I want to see something different because we need to see a different side. You can't do the same thing.
Which we did. Keegan is completely different this year, so good on him for trying that.
Yeah. Let's get on him because we need to talk about that. Let's talk about his.
I have one beef with Keegan.
You're gonna say what I'm saying, so go ahead. You can say it.
Okay. Did he wear the same thing for like his short and long program?
Oh, that's not what I was gonna say.
Oh.
Never mind. Go ahead.
Oh.
Talk about it.
I just feel like he was wearing the exact same costume. Like he needs to get a costume for his programs. I don't like the jeans and like the black and the black. It's like he's the same person.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's the same person, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Character.
like dress to your program kind of thing.
Too fast in the short program. I have to get that out. Oh my, you guys. Okay, he's an amazing skater. He's a really good skater. I mean, yes, his edge work is not the best. He does lack in that a little bit, but. Like, I mean, he's as fast as anyone. He does his spins faster than anyone.
You know why he lacks in that? Because he's fast.
Oh, you guys, okay, so what if you don't recall what I'm saying?
You don't have time to do
But wait, if you don't recall what I'm saying, go back and actually watch the short again and watch how fast he is to such a slow song of, who's the singer again? Janine, who's the singer again? The one that you and Brandon liked. He plays guitar. Yes, Ed Sheeran, you guys. So he goes to that song, and it's it's got to be more relaxed. Pull it back. Yeah. Let us feel that emotion, that the sadness or that love, whatever it is, because that's what he writes about, and that's what his songs are about. He was just zipping through that as it's like a slow song. I'm like, Keegan! I'm like trying to like grab him back.
He's like the horse in a race, and he's trying to get to the finish line.
Like, is there a faster skater in figure skating? Probably not.
I think so. His spins are like a tornado.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
I know. But,
I found in the free skate.
So my only beef.
In the free skate, I found he did pull it back a little bit in certain areas.
Yeah.
He had very nice kind of crescendo moves, accent moves, with the sliding on the ice and different kind of poses and different...
I agree with the accents. That's the one thing I was trying to tell you.
I was impressed with that, but... He really needs to rein himself in so he can actually...
Like the accent one. So what I'm saying is like when he lacks in some of his skating, and because of the fast movement, but then he'll like stop on a dime and do something really calming and pulls you back in. You're like, oh, perfect. Like, love it. You're back on track. And then give him about 15 seconds and boom, like a freaking tornado. I'm like,
he's like, okay, I'm done my rest break in.
Right? I know. I'm like, his cardio like would kill me at the gym.
And how?
And I got some cardio, but whoa, that boy will... Can I get some of what you got?
The kid is from Alaska. He climbs mountains.
Yeah, that's true. He's amazing at that. Yeah, that's what he does. Who else do we want to talk about? But you know what? We were satisfied with him.
Can also just mention too, I'm sure most of you probably know this, but Keegan lost his brother a few weeks prior to this competition in a motorcycle accident. So our heartfelt condolences go out to Keegan and his family and his friends. Because that's something that's awful to go through, and it must have been really hard for him to skate and have that mindset because he was very close to him. And he had a beautiful tribute. Did you watch the tribute?
I didn't get to see it.
In the gala, he's got a tribute, and he brings out his brother's picture on a easel, kind of on a stand, and he puts it in the middle of the ice, and he kind of does a performance for him. And
that's sweet. And like
seriously, I was actually crying at the end.
And like I say, as an athlete or former athlete or whatever, and I know athletes go through this, the best thing to do is when you are feeling like that, their comfort zone is to do what they loved, and they know they get that support from that person saying, you know what, to ease your pain, go do what you love, and that's for him. That's figure skating and skating. And that will be his way of like getting through it and not thinking about that.
It's a really good
so
way
harshly.
to admit that emotion too, because you can pour that out.
So it's important that he has that, because sometimes we lack things in life that we can just get our mind off that, and that's a passion, something that he loves to do. So it's really great he has his figure skating.
Yeah, I agree.
Now on to the next.
So there was so Keegan finished fourth. Aliev finished third. I think that was his first Grand Prix medal, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So good on him.
Hasn't been many, if there was.
No, he definitely skated really well.
Yeah.
It was a very good competition for him. It wasn't perfect, but he skated really well, and he definitely deserved that bronze medal. Jason had the silver, and I mean, his PCS is phenomenal, but I mean, we also have to be kind of real here. He got the silver because there was a lot of skaters that were ahead of him after the short that didn't have the quads that day, and they fell. And you know what? Jason had a program full of positive GOEs with his triples, and put that together with his PCS. His score was higher than almost everyone else's.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. The only thing actually I thought of Jason Brown when I was watching the short program, that was actually, I take back. I feel that I didn't love his short program.
Well, he didn't really skate it that well, though.
Oh, okay. Because like I was kind of like meh about it. Even that song choice though, I was just like ugh about it. Long, great, love the song choice. The short program to me, I was just like I didn't feel it until like seriously halfway in.
Yeah.
Then I was like, okay, it kind of like did, but I don't know. Like that first half, I was kind of like you guys. I was just like, ugh. That's why I told Ryan, it's all about the fields this year. I'm going to talk about all the fields in the program because the technical, like I mean, you're more better than that with me.
Yeah.
You guys, that's what it is. But going on from him, who was third? It was Brown, or was
Brown
it Elliott?
Elliott was third. Keegan was fourth, and then I actually don't even know. I don't even know who was fifth. Might have. I don't even want to say it. To be honest with you, you guys probably know who's fifth, but.
It wasn't a strong men's field though again.
No, it wasn't very
so
strong.
It was kind of like
Junwon Shaw was there, Boying Jin was there, but they definitely underperformed.
You guys, we have to talk about Boying
Boying.
fast because I watched his is it called the Autumn? Yeah, the Autumn Classic.
Yeah.
He's been struggling, you guys, since probably halfway last year with all his jumps. I don't know what's going on. His skating has improved tremendously.
Oh, his skating
his program's getting good.
Yeah.
But his jumping is absolutely hurting him right now. He can't get consistency.
That's why though. I think he's been working so much on his skating. It's a give and take, right? The very elite athletes in figure skating can manage both.
I agree.
And there's a very small handful of them, and he's just not there yet. But I think, you know what, Mike, as we know, he's got the technical abilities too. He's just coming around. He really improved his skating last year, but I feel like this year his skating is even way better than last year. So I feel like he's going to have to find some way to balance that out. And once he does, he will be right up there with the top 3 or 4 in the world.
So is there anyone else you want to, before we wrap this up, is there any pairs or ice dance you kind of want to touch on?
I didn't really have anything on pairs. I mean, it was whatever. The pairs were whatever. It was whatever.
Was that a Jesse moment?
The ice dance I found kind of well skated. The third place team was the Canadian team, actually. Lars Fournier Baudry and Nikolai Sorensen. They were previously of Denmark. They won the bronze medal. And I really liked their performances this year, you guys. I think they're very, very good. They were only 6 points off of Hubble and Donahue, which for them I think is quite good because I feel like they were much farther than that off last year. They had really good scores. Hubble and Donahue ended up winning, which is not really a surprise. I figured they would win anyways. But what was a surprise for me is Stepanova and Buchan won the free dance. They beat Hubble and Donahue, and I found that very interesting. And in hindsight, I'm not surprised because honestly, I wasn't thrilled with Hubble and Donahue's free dance. I did absolutely nothing for me. But when I watched Stepanova and Buchan, I was totally into that. They were skating to Crimea River.
Yeah, that's Justin Timberlake. And he wrote that about Britney.
And they're so like they remind me of like the rebel Russian team. Like they're so not Russian, but they're Russian. You know what I mean?
No.
Like Russians are very like elegant and ballet and very like Stepanova and Buchan are like doing Justin Timberlake. But they get away with it because they're good at it. They have those hip hop moves. They have they just have everything kind of like non-balletic, but it still looks really, really graceful. And I still love the way they go into some of their twizzles when they go down low, like the shoot the duck position. Okay. They do twizzles like that down low. I find that phenomenal. For you guys to do that in sync is ridiculous. I think it's a highlight of every program they do. It's like their signature move. But they had 124.66 and they won the free dance. So good for them on that. I'm really excited to see what they come up with for the rest of the season because if they have that score now, I think it's going to be very interesting to see what comes up later this year.
So yeah, basically that is our wrap then of the Skate America. Skate Canada is this weekend.
Skate
And it'll be
Canada's
on
this
TV,
weekend.
so it'll be really good for us. We get to see it all. I think my Medvedeva and Hanu's are.
It's gonna be a good one. I really wish I was going
I'm
there.
so excited.
It's in Kelowna, BC.
Yeah.
And I think it starts. What day is it today? Today is Thursday.
Tomorrow it
It
starts.
starts tomorrow. It starts on Friday. If you're in,
Oh! I just poured water on my face as if that happened.
I don't know the broadcasting through the global market, but I know if you're in Canada, it is on TSN.
I just want to shower in front of everyone. Oh, there's my dog. Jer's out.
Hi, Jers. And they are showing, TSN is showing, I think, almost everything. So that's going to be good. And this is Jersey. Jersey, say hi.
This is Puppy.
This is Puppy.
So you guys, again, thank you guys so much for tuning in again this year. We're excited to cover everything again. Of course, let us know your comments, maybe suggestions, opinions. It's all good. We love it all. And let's hope, we don't get into any tips with anyone this year. I'll try to be on my best behavior. But anyways, you guys. But you guys, thank you so much for watching again. Enjoy your day. Let's see what happens to Skate Canada. We'll hopefully get it done by Sunday night. And yes.